Today's episode of Promo Perspectives is brought to you by Perry Ellis International Corporate Sales. Perry Ellis International offers the convenience of purchasing best-in-class golf and corporate apparel from three of the world's leading fashion brands. Whether you're hitting the links or the show floor, your brand looks good with our style. Choose from PGA Tour apparel, Callaway apparel, and Original Penguin. Make your next corporate polo one you'll be proud to wear. Find Perry Ellis International in Sage Workplace to order brand name branded apparel. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Promo Perspectives. My name is Nicole Cook, and today I'm joined by Jonathan Webb, a member of our Supplier sales teams. Hello, Jonathan.
Hey, Nicole. Thrilled to be here.
Thank you for coming on today. Before we get started, can you tell us a little bit about what you do here at Sage and kind of what a day-to-day looks like for you?
Totally. So I'm a supplier account advisor. I work on the supplier sales team at Sage, and my job is basically to help suppliers grow, both inside Sage and in the promo industry as a whole. So, like day to day, I'm working with suppliers who are either brand new to Sage or trying to really optimize their presence in Sage. And that usually looks like me helping them get through the membership application, learning their business and their products so I can point them toward the right advertising, digging into their search and ad reports, really just making sure they're getting in front of the 45,000 distributors who are in Sage every single day doing product research and placing orders.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it is a perfect alignment with what we're going to talk about today. Because we wanted to really gear today's episode towards those who are thinking about entering the industry or might be brand new to the industry. So, kind of starting at a really high level, but not everybody always knows the answer to this. But what does supplier exactly mean in the context of the promotional products industry?
Yeah, so in our world, a supplier is the company that makes, imports, or provides the physical items. And sometimes they handle decoration too. So their job is to make the products available to distributors who then take them to the end buyer. So like if a big brand wants 5,000 hoodies or water bottles, the supplier is the one manufacturing or importing them and often decorating them. And the distributor is the one working directly with the client and managing the entire project. And then we also, not to sidetrack, we also work with decorators who might not hold inventory, but they do services like screen printing, embroidery, engraving, sublimation, all that good stuff. And they can actually list themselves on Sage as well.
Yeah, I think that's an important call out to make too, because I think some people do think, oh, I have to have the inventory myself. I have to, be the one manufacturing, but a decorator in our context also counts as a supplier. So I think that's a good distinction. In your opinion, why should a company consider becoming a supplier in the promotional products industry?
Promo is a surprisingly big and very relationship-driven industry. Distributor sales are in the tens of billions every year. Suppliers do billions in revenue. And around 97% of companies in this space are small business. So there's a ton of opportunity. I would say a few reasons it's attractive is first, repeat business. If a distributor has a great experience with you, they will keep coming back anytime they have a project that fits like what you offer.
Hmm.
Second, you're selling into big or marketing budgets, which oftentimes can be bigger and recurring. So you get larger orders, you get ongoing opportunities, not just little one-off retail purchases. And lastly, I would say if you offer something unique, whether that's fast turnaround, a special product, great decoration, amazing service, whatever it may be, that becomes your edge. That's your competitive edge. It's what makes distributors choose you over someone else. And Sage is basically the digital marketplace where all of that connection happens. Like last year alone, distributors did over 90 million product searches and put in
Wow.
over 11 million hours in Sage Workplace. So new suppliers are stepping into an environment where buyers are already actively searching for what you sell. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that really is awesome and so valuable to someone who's trying to get into this industry. And to kind of pull on the thread of what you just said, obviously, Sage, we have the largest database of promotional products, and we have so many distributor members that our suppliers can get in front of. So, walk us through the steps of something or the steps that a new supplier needs to take to get listed in Sage and become a part of our network.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a pretty straightforward process. First, fill out the new supplier information form so we get basics about your company and product line. Then you complete the Advantage application. That's your membership and gives you access to all of the tools. After that, provide industry credentials. So if you have a PPAI or a PPPC number, that's great. If not, no big deal. You just need to submit two invoices or POs from verified distributors. Then you'd send us over a product sheet, kind of like what you'd see in a catalog showing pricing, item numbers, images, decoration info, setup charges, so on. And lastly, we'll need your website. And if you don't have one, that's totally fine. Sage actually has an entire team dedicated to building and managing supplier websites. And by the way, all of this is available on our website, sageworld.com. Under the supplier button, you just hit become an Advantage member, and it's all right there in one spot. But once everything's approved, you are good to go.
Yeah, that is awesome and very seamless, I think, for
Yeah.
a supplier to get up and running. So after they've gone through those processes, they've been verified, how do they actually get their products uploaded?
Yeah, so once you're approved, kind of logistically, you'll get access to the supplier center, and that's like the central hub for all of the administrative things that you'll do in Sage. That's where you will upload and manage products, update pricing and inventory. You can manage your ads, update artwork, all of it. Even though it's very user friendly, you're not left to figure it out on your own. You will be assigned a dedicated supplier support trainer who trains you on the supplier center, shows you how to upload your products. We have a couple of different ways you can do that, and they'll also help you verify your info. You'll also have someone like myself, a supplier account advisor, who walks you through onboarding and helps you really just optimize your presence in Sage.
Yeah, and for anybody listening who's not familiar, I'll just say not being a part of the sales team, it's really not just fluff. Our sales team gets complimented regularly about, our sales team, our support team at large, really, gets complimented on how much we are really there for our customers. So if you're, new and you're listening to this and you're thinking, oh, that might sound nice, but surely there's not going to have time for me. That's not the case. I know that how much time you guys spend with your customers, and I just want to make sure everybody knows that it's the real deal. You guys really do great work.
I appreciate it, Nicole. We try. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you also you mentioned a word. You said that we can help suppliers get verified.
Yeah.
So what does that mean for a supplier to be a verified supplier and for their products to get a verified by supplier badge in Sage?
Verified by supplier means you, the supplier, have confirmed your product details, your pricing, your inventory, your setup charges in Sage. So you've essentially stamped it as accurate. And something to note there is that verified products actually show up higher in search results, and distributors trust the information more because they know it's coming straight from you, the supplier. So for a new supplier where you don't really have a big brand presence yet, verification is one of the fastest ways to look credible.
Yeah, that is great. And building, that trust, being new, you have to take the time to build your trust and your reputation. And
Mhm.
like you said earlier, this industry is such a relationship forward industry. You kind of have to, worry about your credibility, and getting verified is a great way to do that. Um,
Absolutely.
And I know another way is we have a supplier rating system in Sage.
Yeah.
And, a new supplier might be worried about their credibility and about that rating system. So can you explain how does that work and how can new suppliers make the most of it?
Definitely. Yeah, so Sage does have its own rating system that lives inside Sage Workplace, and this is where distributors can rate the supplier based on their experience. They can rate, things like customer service, delivery, problem resolution. Distributors can leave comments as well, and those ratings actually appear right on the supplier's profile. A couple of benefits with this. This is not like Yelp or Google. It's verified Sage distributors leaving real business feedback. And also, distributors can filter search results by rating. So good reviews will literally
Mhm.
help new suppliers show up more. And I'll give a quick little pro tip. You want to use the Ratus link, uh, Ratus Now link, excuse me.
Mhm.
You can actually drop that in your emails or order confirmation, and it takes distributors straight to your ratings page. So again, that's the Ratus Now link. Your supplier account advisor can point you towards that, but it's a very easy way to start building that review history.
Yeah, I that's a really great way. It's right, it makes sense in the workflow too, of course, to after you've done the business with them or you're making that order, then you can go ahead and ask for a review and a
Yeah,
rating. So I think that's
yeah,
great.
totally.
Uh, oh, go ahead.
Sorry, and I was going to answer the second part of your question, sort of just like some best practices maybe for getting better reviews. And
Yes.
I'd say a few big ones would be to respond quickly, yeah, respond fast. So clear communication really does go a long way. Um, I would under promise and over deliver on things like timelines.
Hmm.
If something goes wrong, just own it and fix it. Problem resolution matters a ton. And keep an eye on daily rating emails because Sage does send you when it happens any rating that you get. They'll send it to you so you can respond quickly and address anything that does come up. But at the end of the day, like no supplier can please everybody, but you can definitely build a reputation for being responsive or being fair and just easy to work with in general.
Yeah, that's great advice. Um, Once a supplier is up and running on Sage, how should they approach growth? Because I imagine um, just having your products listed in Sage, it's a good start, but there's other opportunities, marketing and other things like that that people can look into. So, what's something that they else that they should look to do to help grow their business?
A few ways come to mind. I would advertise, number one, just to stay in front of active distributors. And
Mm.
I guess once you're established, you want to continue to scale your advertising. You want to use we have a stats and performance section within the supplier center. And that way you can see what's getting traction, what might not be getting traction. That data really helps guide that advertising and any kind of line or product expansion. Um, and maybe consider joining a regional association just to get to
Mhm.
know distributors in your area better.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah,
And you mentioned, I just wanted to touch on a little bit more, but you mentioned advertising. Can you kind of talk about people may not know that they can also advertise, directly with Sage, and there's a few different opportunities. So would you maybe give a quick plug for advertising in Sage?
100%. So only Advantage members can advertise in Sage. And there's a full media kit on our website. Again, at sageworld.com under the supplier section. We have everything from targeted impression based ads to email ads to and buyer focused options to brand building ads, you name it. There's something for every budget, and your account advisor can walk you through all of that. Highly, highly, highly recommend looking into this part. I have seen suppliers completely change their entire presence in Sage by putting together the right advertising campaigns.
I believe it. And again, giving another kudos to your team, but I've seen the advertising season, in action, and you guys really take a consultative approach when it comes to advertising. So, it's not just one size fits all, and you're not just trying to get people to do just anything. You guys are really taking the time to learn their business and come up with like a true marketing strategy with them and, advertising strategy.
Yeah, 100%. I love that word consultative. No two campaigns are the exact same. We want to understand your product, your business, what your niche is, what your competitive edge is, what your goals are, and all of that is going to shape how that marketing campaign is put together.
Yeah, it's really awesome. And when people take advantage of it, they really, really see the benefits. So wanted to make sure that people heard that so they know to take advantage and that the resources are there for them.
Love it.
Well, just to wrap up today, if a company is interested in becoming a supplier, what's the first action that they should take? And if you wouldn't mind plugging in, where can they go to learn more?
Yeah, head over to sageworld.com, hit that supplier button on the homepage, choose become an Advantage member. From there, you can fill out that new supplier form. You can start your application and again, see all the requirements there in one place. And then somebody from our team will reach out and kind of guide you from there. You can also just give us a call on our main line or send us an email, info@sageworld.com. And again, somebody will reach out and be happy to talk to you.
Amazing. Well, thank you again, Jonathan, for joining today. And every time I talk to someone new on the podcast, I learn something. So I'm positive that our listeners have learned something today too. So again, thank you for your time. And to everyone else who is listening, we will see you next time on the next episode of Promo Perspectives.